Southern Comfort here. I'm out here at the grapevine orchard that we just put up this year. We actually started some last year, and now we are finished it, and now all we got to do is take and direct these vines here, these grapevines, up to the orchard so that we can in the future get some grapes. But the thing of it is, we already got some grapes on some of them, but grapevines have a tendency to wrap around one another. The little tendrils, they'll wrap around, they'll crush the grapes, they'll make a big mess, and you got a whole lot of leaves and no fruit. So let me show you the grapevines. I'm just basically coming through here, trimming off as much as possible and get a leader up to the wire. Now the thing of it is, some of them's got 2 leaders, and that's okay if you want 2 leaders. But most of the time you see into a grape orchard, you'll only have 1 leader coming up and all the leaves at the bottom are off. And so you have to regularly go through and prune these leaves off. Now we're into spring, we're into late spring here, and yeah, you know, I never had any problem ever trimming my leaves, no matter what time of the year it is, to be honest with you, because grapevines have a tendency, what they call bleed. There is a like a fluid, a juice, a watery substance that comes out of the grapevine, and it'll drip, drip, drip until it heals. And so, but here at this point in time, after I've already trimmed some of them, I have none of that taking place. So let me just show you a short segment of the grapevine orchard, and I'm so proud of it that finally we are having this grapevine completed. So this grapevine here, I dug up at my old place, and it actually was there when I got there, and it was like one big bush, never been tended to, never grown. It just always, no matter if I trim it back, I will trim it back just to maintain it so the vines won't go everywhere, you know, cut it back, and I never could get around to really taking care of it. But I have narrowed it down to 1 leader, which will be a continued process, because down here is where I had to cut a lot. Now I'm looking at this right now, that can come out right there, but right now I'm just going to watch it. I don't want to cut too much off of it. And also, if I want, I didn't even see all this up under here, I seen this, but if I wanted to, I could cut this. It's got a root, and I could take it and root it somewhere, or, you know, take and put it in a pot and get it going. So I might do that. That's what I plan on doing. Here's one right here. So I really need to go back in here and trim some of this out, because it's never been maintained, because it wasn't maintained when I got there. All it was is a big old bush. It will continue to try to do that, and I have to really tend to this grapevine to get it to lead up to the wire. Now here's another one that's got more than 1 leader. We got 1 here, 1 here, and really this one, this right here needs to be cut, and this one needs to be cut. But it's running up to the wire, and the only reason I didn't cut it because it does have grapes onto it. It's got lots of grapes. And so what I'm going to do is just try to maintain it, keep all the leaves out of here so it won't be bushed up. And as time goes on, then I can come after, maybe even after these grapes have developed, if the birds don't get them, after these grapes have developed, and then nip it. Or just wait till, you know, the fall time, which is probably what I'm going to do. But right now I'm trying to get it lead up. Maybe I should go ahead and cut this. Well, I'm seeing this one right here. It has no grapes on, well, it does have grapes onto it. So it does got grapes onto it, and it is a small grapevine at this point in time. So it would be nice to have some grapes this year. So this one was also dug up at the old homestead, and I missed one right there. But what I did was just come in here and cut out all this bottom interior. Now you see how old it is? I mean, it's pretty big. So I'm not sure how old it is. It was at the homestead when I got there. So, and it was one big hot mess because it was all runners running everywhere. I had to cut it out. It was a mess. Every year I had to cut it out. So right now we've got our 2 leaders coming up, and then I see little grapes coming on right there. I was fixing to break that off. Normally I would just take that right there, right in there, and I would cut it off, break it off. It's very tender. So now is the time, if you got a grapevine, to go ahead and get some of these tender spots off. Like this one right here. I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna break that off. So we want good airflow, and eventually that will run in 2 different directions. I'll lead it to 2 different directions. This right here, as I'm looking at it, really what I need to do is to go in here and just make, because this has got 2 coming up. That needs to be cut off, but I'm gonna leave it because I got grapes on here. And then eventually what I do is I'll also come back once this is done and just make 1 liter here. And then maybe we'll see how it does. We'll we might even cut it up there. But this year we're just gonna see how well it does, see how many grapes it produces, and just get this grapevine going. This is a very little one. Okay, it was just started it started last year, but it didn't do anything. Little ones are hard to get going sometimes. It depends on your area. But I did take some of the leaves off of it. You see I got 2 liters. This is new growth, and this is the old growth. So I'm just going to leave it there to see which one does good, because I don't want to cut, say, for example, this newness off, and then this dies out. Sometimes they can go for a year and do just fine, and then suddenly just die. And I still don't feel like it's dead because of me, bending it, but it hasn't put out anything yet. This one's the same thing. It's got 2, and I really needed to cut down here at the base, run this up. But since it's so small, I'm thinking about the nutrients that needs to get to these roots, get to these plants so that it can grow. And it's got a pretty good distance before it even gets to the wire anyhow. Same thing, cut the leaves off, but I got 1 liter on that. I'm looking at the base. We'll see, and the texture of it, we'll see if it makes it this year. The thing of it is that, and I accidentally cut this one off. I messed up, right? So the thing of it is, I'm further away from the water source, and I haven't got it going. And grapes, fruit trees, need their water, especially if you live into a hot, humid climate. I don't think this one's going to make it, but we're going to give it a shot. And then we got this one. I thought it was not going to make it, but yet it ended up making it. So the focus, when you start out your grape orchard, the real focus should be just getting these plants going. Just getting them going. Not focusing on trying to get fruit, but get them going. Of course, I got one. It's got lots of grapes on it, so we're going to give it a shot in that. See you on to the next video.